Merry Christmas! It's time for gifts!
Oh, Haley, you missed it.
What? It's December 25th. It's Christmas.
Yeah, in Germany we give out the Christmas gifts on the 24th of December.
And this was just one of the things that shocked me about my first Christmas in Germany, but more on that later. First of all, you should know, Germans love Christmas, and this time of year, it's a pretty big deal. Halloween has really only been somewhat popular here since the 90s. Thanksgiving obviously isn't a thing here, and Carnival celebrations around this time happen only in some parts of Germany. So when the air even starts to get cold, the Germans go chestnuts roasting on an open fire for the idea of Christmas coming up. And it makes sense. Germany has historically been majority Christian, and while the number of Germans who belong to a Christian church is dwindling, around 81% of people in Germany still say they celebrate Christmas. But, and this is important, if you're invited to a German family Christmas party, make sure you have your gifts a little earlier than you might expect. I learned the hard way when I didn't have my gifts wrapped in time that Germans traditionally give them out on December 24th, Christmas Eve or Holy Evening.
But where's your present?
I think I forgot them. And there are 2 more days of Christmas after that, but these mostly involve home-cooked dinners and family time. But just when I thought I understood everything there was to know about Christmas in Germany, I learned it's not always Santa who brings the Christmas gifts here. In some regions of Germany, it's the Christkind, literally Christ child. What I thought was a literal baby Jesus delivering gifts is actually an angel-like figure, allegedly invented by Martin Luther, but later adopted by the Catholics, who sneaks into the home on the 24th to deliver presents while the children are away. The sound of a bell signals the Christkind is gone and the children can come back into the living room and look at their gifts. And get this, arrive too early to a German Christmas gathering and there might not even be a Christmas tree set up at all. Traditionally, Germans don't decorate or set up a tree until the 24th, although this is changing nowadays. Quite a difference from Americans who sometimes decorate their Christmas tree as early as November. But considering Germans are the claimed inventors of the modern Christmas tree, I guess I can't question them. Speaking of questions, I heard a lot about German Christmas growing up in Ohio, but let's see if the things I heard are fact or fiction. Germans hanging a pickle on their Christmas tree? Fact or fiction? Fiction. I always heard about this German tradition of placing a single pickle ornament on the tree. And the first person to find it in the tree gets an extra gift or treat. But when I came to Germany, my friends here had no clue what I was talking about. So, as a journalist, I had to get to the bottom of this rumor. I traveled to the German village of Lauscha in Thuringia, where some of the world's first Christmas ornaments were made. And while they do make Christmas pickles for tourists today, it turns out that it's not really a German tradition at all. Most people think it was probably a marketing ploy to get Americans to buy German glass ornaments when they first landed on the market there in the late 19th century. A second Santa Claus figure that fills kids' shoes with candy? Fact or fiction? Fact. Growing up with a German aunt, I knew about Nikolaustag, or St. Nicholas Day. Not to be confused with der Weihnachtsmann or Santa Claus. St. Nicholas arrived on the night before December 6th. We'd clean our boots in hopes of finding them filled with fruit and candy in the morning. And this still happens here in Germany today. A devil-like Christmas character that scares little kids? Krampus. Fact or fiction? Fact. Kind of. Krampus is the sidekick of Saint Nick who punishes the bad kids while Nikolaus rewards the good ones. I thought Krampus would be a big deal here. Like, I would see people running around in costumes of him or maybe even next to Santa at the mall. After all, Ohio's full of people with German ancestry, and a friend of mine takes her kids to visit Krampus every Christmas. As it turns out, Krampus is a thing here. There are even Krampus runs that involve groups of adults dressing up and trekking through the town to scare the local kids. But these are mostly in the southernmost parts of Germany and in Austria, so I never hear much about him in Berlin. Around here, I just spend my Christmas days afraid of the one thing that's truly scary in Germany. Forgetting to grocery shop before the stores close for days on end. But in all seriousness, I like that Germans get to spend a few days with their family, and I've learned to love Christmas in my new home. What have you heard about Christmas in Germany, and how do these traditions compare to where you live?